Hey everybody, welcome back. We died last time, but life goes on. We're gonna try Robot again. Robot, I think we've honestly had the most problems with so far.
No.
Out of the ones we're actually playing. It's a tough one for me. Let's look at it realistically. We rolled 2 dice. If we roll a 5 and a 6, it's 11 damage, and then a quarter of the time it'll be 13 damage. If we roll a 5 and a 6, it's 8 damage. I think I just like missing score, honestly. Now, I don't know if that's necessarily the #1 most foolproof, reasonable way to determine how you should play the game or what equipment you should take, but that's okay. That's the way I'm gonna do it. I like this tiny frog. I have to hit you for 6, huh? That's not my dog. Do not fear. Okay, that was easy enough. Feels nice. Thanks for the equipment. Doubles the success odds of chance-based items. So it's pretty useless in the broad sense, but it is nice. If you imagine we get a low roll and then a high roll, it is reasonably, potentially good. You know, it's hard to say whether or not it worked thanks to that, but I'll take it. I'd really like to not use an auto roll here. Oh, that's so good. Thank you so much. So I'm assuming doubling the chance means taking it from 25 to 50. We could get to, just by upgrading that, it'll get to 75. At least it has no lasting effects. Super Gardener, interesting. Then it'll get to 150% chance to pay out if we use the doubling effect. Pretty nice. So be aware of the possibility of the auto roll here. I think you should auto roll to get the 2, and then I just gotta think. You almost always are gonna go for the 8 damage. So then I think you double the success odds, put a 5 in there. We got a 5 back. Still not that overwhelming of a turn, but it's nice. Okay. Oh, a 50% chance of either curse or good luck. Well, that's... You're making my... you had to do it, didn't you? You're making my decision pretty easy on that one. It's tough because I gotta be high HP for the super enemy. Why not? Sure, thank you. 1 would be beautiful. It's okay. Just high rolls? He's done it. Thank you. Thank you, Terry. Get him. Alright, we're back, boys. We got super lucky there. We wouldn't have died, but we would have been in a tighter spot for sure. Memory leak. Do 2x damage. Right, okay. I understand. So it's great with Precious Egg, because you started at such a... You just put your 6 in there right off the bat. Start there. Okay. You like that. Still pretty nice. You gotta... Honestly, I think you just take your guaranteed 2 damage. Yeah. And if we had rolled a 2 or a 3, I guess a 2 is the only one that really would have worked. Oh well, right? Okay, so I would like to auto roll to kill this guy if we have the opportunity to. Start there. Honestly, I think you auto roll. Got pretty lucky. So that's 6 damage. 6 damage. Got him. Lucky. Lucky. Why? It burned me last time, but... I don't know. But I can't resist. That was a really good and lucky roll. We have to do something here. I think you might as well go for missing score. Roll the dice, hope for the best. Roll 2 1s. Hook, reuse next equipment. I think we should roll 1 more dice. We were hoping it was a 6. But I really think that was the best of all the possible options there. Okay, 2 blinded dice. That's okay. We can do some... Oh, only 1 blinded dice. We can do some basic stuff there. Now we got a 1. Just toss it in there. Incredible. Alright. I still think you just roll 1 more dice. It wasn't what we wanted. That's okay. We're really just trying... I think what I want to do is get Precious Egg to the point where it's about to pop and then upgrade it so it becomes better. So it's not a 5. That's still pretty good. We should have stalled a little longer, but what are you supposed to do when you got blinded dice, right? You know, it's like the Streets song. Dice are blind in my dice. I honestly think we're good on equipment. Which is a little risky, but we can spend it on maybe upgrades later. 2 poison is very minor, I think. So we do have another super enemy. I think you'd rather fight him... Well, I don't know, maybe we'd rather fight Cactus to level up, because the Cactus is guaranteed to hurt us more. In all likelihood, I think. So you can just take your 8 damage. Can't really make this pop anyway. I think you should at least do something. That's totally fine. Hit him for 8, even if it's not, you know, an amazing amount of damage to do to an enemy who has fire resistance. I'm still pretty happy about it. It would be nice to auto-roll a 5 here if we don't get one early. We don't have too much control over that, to be honest. I think you just kill him. Save your auto roll. Do you really want to fight a super wizard right now? It's kind of a scary thought, right? Hold on. Upgrade. It does become larger. So I think it would be better to upgrade it later. Here's my thinking right now, okay? Fight the super wizard. Fight the harder enemy. 5, please. 4. You burned me. Catch him on the memory leak. 6. I think we do want to auto-roll. 1 more dice. I think I like that. But start with double the success odds. Use your 6. You get your 6 back. Roll 1 more dice. It's not a 5, but one of these days, we're going to roll a 5, dude. So my man is... He rolled doubles, which is beautiful for us. This is a spicy one. Tell you what, start him here. You know he's dodging. You gotta just go for it and then roll the dice. Might as well just use it. I think we want an evasion on this one. I can't believe we have not rolled a 5. It's stunning to me. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like rolling a 6. There's nothing really to do with that. Okay, there you go. We got him. But please. I need a 5. Like, now would be the ideal circumstance for that. Change jackpot abilities is actually pretty useful. Dude, I think Slingshot is really useful as well. But, you know, we'll fight the Cactus first, see where you stand, and then we'll take a look at the rest of this setup we got here. So that's an okay first roll for that reason right there. I think you definitely just take some guaranteed damage. Hope for the best. Didn't work. I don't like that. I don't like that. No odds is very good for us. It's a 5. I'm sorry, memory leak. We gotta hit the precious egg on this one. It's a 3. Let's probably start here. It's another 5. It's okay. I think the heal was the best option. This time he's gonna have thorns. We obviously don't have a shield, so we're gonna take some damage in the process, but that's life. I think you just ice him. I think you gotta ice him right away. I would love to have made Precious Egg work, don't get me wrong, but... What do you got for me? Bump Blade. So, we are gonna upgrade Precious Egg. It'll probably put it in my backpack. Let's get rid of Bump Blade for now. The thing is, I think missing score has actually been pretty good. I'm a little worried about our HP, because, you know, duh. But all we need to do, I really think we got a little screwed, if I could be honest with you. With the speed at which we're getting Precious Egg out there. A 2 works okay here. 4, I'm sorry, it has to be done. This is like our run win condition. I'll take it. Do me a favor, auto roll me another 2. And then roll me 2 1s, please. Okay, who would have thought in a single turn we would get it happening here? We got 4 shield. Okay, so now we get a random blessing for the cost of a single die. Is that good? I don't think so, but I mean, it's not as good as getting a guaranteed 6, but it's life, okay? A 4 works pretty well here. We don't know his HP, so let's just, you know, just play your turn. Next equipment can be used again. Why not try it, right? Might as well take some guaranteed damage out of it. We knew we were likely to bust regardless. 5-3-1. Heck yeah, brother. We do heal after this. And keep in mind, things are gonna... They look worse than they are, in my opinion. Because we... Fury's pretty good. Fury's really good. Things look worse than they are because we spent our whole first turn getting Precious Egg to work. So I'm hopeful that this is what we needed. I know we've got Rotten Apple coming up. Okay. Man, it's freaking large, man. You have my health. So that's actually not that bad. We love a 5 on this one. A 1 is totally okay. I don't think reduce is very good for us. I think this is a perfect auto roll situation. Still, being able to do 10 damage on the auto roll is real nice. Can't see his HP. That's fine. It's a wise move. I can't really complain. Reduce again. Okay, at least this is a weird one. Such low rolls, brother. Until the end. Alright, so he is gonna have my HP. So we'll be at 6 probably. 7 is fine as well, but obviously it's a spicy situation. Oh, thank you for not busting me. I'm so thankful. I wanted to double these odds, and it worked. He's dead. We're still in such a dire position, though. I gotta fight you. Like, I don't think we live. I don't think there's any way we live on this one. Honestly, I don't think it's worth it. Well, actually, I kind of do. I definitely do, actually, now that I think about it. Because, do 1 damage, get new dice. I think that the Spatula Sword, also known as the Spatula Sword, at least gives us the ability to do damage and get a dice in return 100% of the time instead of just some of the time. Thank you for not counting. Obviously, with the poison, like, life's pretty tough, just for the record. 4 shield is extremely warranted. I do want to say, there's, like, absolutely no benefit to us having the luck-based item anymore, so we definitely should have put like a bump blade in there. Not much, 4-leaf clover, that is. Not much we can do about that, though. I think you do 6 damage, swap it out, random blessing, dodge the next attack. Might actually save us. You know that we want 5 damage here. This is a big turn. We want to see low rolls. Those are fairly high rolls, to be honest. Good dodge, brother. We're alive. You're alive too, huh? You're still alive? We have to auto roll. We're almost certainly dead now. That's... How much HP do you have? Be honest with me. We lived. Oh my word. That's not possible. You knew that they were close to death. Oh my god. We don't really want to roll too often. I don't want any of those, to be honest. I can't believe that we made it there. All I can really say is, we did at least get Precious Egg to pop. I can't take 20% extra HP and not be able to see it. Enemies can throw dice at you is relatively minor. Obviously, we have to fight them all. I think we should try to get to the HP as soon as possible. This is a very scary run right now, but at least we have our equipment slightly optimized. So with the Spatula Sword, you're getting Memory Leak much more frequently to actually be good for you, I think. Might as well. Blessing is dodge, which is always worth something, for sure. So we dodged the curse. I would say that's probably our best option for dodging. Okay, we don't know what it is. Might as well bump it. And then put it in here. That was a 5. That's insanely good luck. So you definitely take your 2, swap it in there. So we've only rolled 4 so far. Blessing is reduce. It's not that bad. It's really only odds and evens that matter, but it is hard to shake the feeling when you roll that high that, like, the world is out to get us here. So the curse and the blindness are pretty bad here. It is what it is. That's what I like to see. Only 1 odd and no curse. I mean, this is a little spiced, but that's okay. I'd rather not auto roll if we don't have to. God, I just hate not knowing what that is. That was only a 2. We got it done. We got to hold the auto roll at least. We need to punch through to get to the HP. So, I mean, this is do or die territory right now. First roll is a 1. It's a very unfortunate roll from the Spatula Sword perspective. But there you go. Got something. As a reduce. A 6 is fine. Might as well do this. Get that going. I honestly think we should auto roll just to hopefully get some guaranteed damage. Get out in front of this guy. I think we need that as much as possible. 8 damage coming in, which is 6. Actually 5 damage? Weird. Again, a 6 is just a very cursed starting roll. Unfortunately, you kind of like have to try something like that. Don't kill me. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about this line of reasoning? Don't kill me. 1. 3. Much better. 6. Pretty horrible. You didn't bust me. For that You're the greatest. Please? He lived! Oh no. Alright, well, we'll try again. Honestly, that one didn't really feel like it ever kind of got off the ground. I think we adhered to a build that was a little too memey. Didn't really have that much damage associated with it, unfortunately. But for now, let's try to be better. Honestly, having the ability to shock equipment strikes me as being pretty useful. I thought we did okay there, but we're making up for... You're not gonna bust me, so... We're making up for it on this one. Ideally. So we got all counter-based stuff, so anything that we can get to lower our counters altogether would be an unbelievable get for us. I mean, I would still rather make sure we get the shock, just in case that happens. Although, with only one piece of equipment, now that I think about it, shock is not really that big of a deal, but... I mean... it's pretty good. I really don't think Spud Cannon is very good, unless we can manipulate our counter better. Don't you do that to me. Don't you give me nudge. If you start with nudge, you should be able to refund this game after you've played 100 hours. That's my honest to goodness opinion, and definitely not a joke whatsoever. Like, in what world would I ever want that? I genuinely don't understand. Okay. You're gonna hit me pretty hard next turn. Yep. It's not that bad. It could get pretty bad, to be honest. I'd rather, and I might regret this, but I'm like, I'd rather not go for the auto roll if I can avoid it. I'd rather just start you out like this. Level up. Extra CPU, which is basically extra dice. If you or your enemy rolls a 6, automatically catches on fire. Historically has not been very bad for us. I like sneezy into sticky hands, does not bother me. I think that's a pretty great start, honestly. 5 for a shock here. Might as well put that 2. We shouldn't have put it in there, I guess. But you know what? Hit him with the auto roll now, and definitely 8 fire damage. Please shock. Well, it's the one time our shock on Sneezy hit the thing we wanted it to hit, and it didn't matter. So, I mean, there's not really much point to doing that, but it makes me feel better about the whole situation, so... I can definitely do this. 2 1s is 4 damage, which is more than you would do against Sneezy anyway, so you might as well... Or with, that's more than you would do with, burning all dice is what I mean to say. Not really a solid shock yet again. He's just got too much equipment. He's very shock resistant. But the good news is, sticky hands, it does nothing to us. When you're good, you're good. Unfortunately, you're definitely not dead. Please God. I know he's not gonna kill me. He would have to roll like a 9. But it's just the principle of the matter, you know? We need more damage, is basically what I'm trying to say. Our damage dealing potential right now is extraordinarily low. Doesn't matter if our HP is low, because we're fighting sticky hands next. But he has a pretty reasonable chance to get away with our gold. Memory leak. Okay, so this is actually very, very good. Allows us to, and maybe actually works synergistically with Nudge, but... Okay, fair enough. Allows us to actually get some damage output, which is pretty important. Not much point in shrinking the 6. Might as well just send the 6. Honestly, I think you do auto roll. I was hoping for a 4, but we just need to kill him fast. So let's go, yeah. Yeah. We do want to shock his escape route if possible. 2 is not that great here, but we can at least use it here. 5 You can put it into nudge. It's 8 damage. It's actually very solid. Get ready to bust. You know, it's guaranteed. The shock is still really nice, though. The shock will do great wonders for us. He's dead. So we hit full HP again. We get more... No. I think this time we need the Buster Sword. It gives us the ability to be a little bit more aggressive about pursuing jackpots, which will only work for us now and then, but even when it doesn't work, you know, you got good stuff out of it. I will spend a burning dice to do that. And a 3 here is fine. Yeah, feeling you were gonna bust, but life goes on. So burning on 6s is it is causing us some damage, but what can you do, right? It's a great roll. These are pretty not great rolls, but you know what? When it works, it works. Might as well just hit him for 2. Well, let's see if we jackpot first. Okay, I mean, all of a sudden, it's amazing how one simple item that's like ubiquitous on every other run is like working gangbusters for us. It's like completely transformed our meta here. Double dice value. Subtract 1. I think we take Sword Hilt. As ridiculous as it seems, I think with Nudge, we're going to be able to get even more damage out of this. And I'm consistently realizing that the difference between success and failure as the robot is not always... Oh, absolutely. That's so good. We get 7 damage on our first roll every time. I'm learning that we need more damage, more than like manipulation of the limit break. So we just got an insane value there, in my opinion. Honestly, I'll catch you on a 6 damage hit there. The 4 wouldn't have done it for us anyway, so I'm not sweating it. I think here we will auto roll just to stay out in front. Hit you for 8. Might as well shock. I don't know, maybe shocking a piece of your equipment is basically useless because you have so many of them. But still, this is... Dude, start 7 free damage per turn. I feel like the world's smartest man right now. But I made a mistake. Did you see what mistake the world's smartest man made there? We should have seen if we got an automatic limit break. He's a 4. No, absolutely not. 2x plus 1. So it's literally just plus 1 damage. No. If you put a 5 in there, it'll do 12 instead of 10. So it's plus 2 damage. Still pretty horrible. 3 damage, 1 shock. Why is all of this bad? I think we go Buster Sword. What's in our backpack? Absolutely nothing. You know what? I'm leaving, dude. We'll upgrade maybe another piece of equipment we get that's more meaningful. I think. That's my 2 cents right now. I can't stress enough. We don't want to upgrade Sword Hilt. It will actually become worse. Very nice. Might as well slot it in there. Even if you low roll, you're happy with this. I think we'd still rather just take the 5 guaranteed damage, shock a piece of equipment. I mean, this is now, we're snapping them. It's over. And by over, I mean we're in an okay position. Okay, so here, you love this, don't get me wrong, but we can use it later. If we bust, we still have lethal. That's the important part. So I'm trying to see if we have a guaranteed... if we can get to a jackpot. Still good. We didn't even have to use the burn dice for it, but the jackpot could give us heal, which I guess was not that relevant there, now that I think about it, but it's the principle of the matter. Honestly, hold on. Mechanical leg is different than mechanical arm. Do 2 damage for each unused dice. So the more dice you have, the better. The more dice you have and are not using, the better this will do. I'll tell you, I think Spud Cannon is essentially completely useless. So we'll at least try that. 2 uses this turn strikes me as maybe not being that good. Let's see what we get from the Keymaster. Let's see how we fare, and then we'll tackle that bridge when we come to it. So, right off the bat, you don't want to use this because you have mechanical leg. You don't want to use it yet. That, you're going to have to make a decision there. Well, I guess we could just hit you for 4, but we don't have an even. So, okay, we'll start there. Now we have an even. That's 4 damage, but we can't bust. 6 damage. I think you definitely just go straight for that. Then we might as well put that in there. A 3, let's just slot it in here. If we bust, we bust. 2 1s. Or roll, I think we just roll 1 more dice, hope it's better. At least get to shock a piece of equipment. Dude, I don't know, this run, it seems like it's popping right now. I definitely now see the value of 2 uses. Well, you have to love him getting all burned 6s over and over. I definitely see the value of getting 2 uses out of mechanical leg now. I mean, like, it's good. I think you just ice him right off the bat. That seems amazing, and I think it's made a good case for itself as a great upgrade target here early. So let's do that. Even though we do have the shop, it's hard for me to fathom something being better than that, honestly. I don't think this will be necessary. I like where we're at right now. This consistently screws us up, but I don't think it changes. I think now that we have more damage, it's not nearly as bad, I guess is what I'm trying to say. We're not relying on, like, you know, these dream world scenarios that are unlikely to actually happen. So this is a good nudge opportunity to use right here, and we will use it immediately. We could bust, so I think you acknowledge, I should say, that's pretty dangerous. Actually, you just auto-roll. Wow. So, yeah. It sucks we only have 1 even, but, like, still pretty good. 7 damage. 3 damage. 5 damage. Wow. Very solid, and again, a good case study for mechanical leg. Feeling real nice, honestly, about our present setup. So this is a good nudge opportunity for sure. I think you definitely just go straight for that one. And you're probably going to bust. / definitely going to bust. So I think... to be fair, it does not seem like it's going to be very frequent that we're going to get 2 plays out of it, but I'm sure it'll happen at some point. Okay, so this enemy is 23 HP right now. I remember. We should have put the 5 in there. That's my bad. So let's... 23 HP. 15. Might as well just put this in here, honestly. But if we're going to do that, we might as well... We have to do this. 15. So you're on 8 HP. You knew it was going to happen. Anyway, oh, I miscalculated. Never mind. I'm the greatest player of all time. And you're a dummy. Haha, I beat you. If it was smaller... Well, I mean, we actually just should, because we're not using Spud Cannon anyway. That's my 2 cents on that one. The 1 HP is unlikely to make a difference. Why leave it, though, when you're gonna hit full HP if you kill this guy anyway? That's a great point. So we got a pretty good, solid setup here. It sucks that we have to use that right away, but it is what it is. I don't think you take the risk. I think you just take the 7 damage, and if it broke, you know... Well, let me rephrase. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think we'll just go straight for the 8 fire damage, and then... Might as well hit you for 1 extra. So he's on 20. 20's not hard for us to get over. So you are now on 12. Okay, 7. This feels so much more confident than our previous one. I actually really like the idea of heat sink, to be honest. But the fact that it requires our evens is very dangerous. But increment is just not that... Like, the value is pretty low. But heat sink, I don't know. It doesn't matter, but I think heat sink's more likely to be useful, but I don't think we're slotting any of them in. And Spanner, if we needed things... If we needed 6s, I'd be happy. I can't take enemies having Fury. It's too much. Enemies throwing dice, I'll take that 10 times out of 10 over enemies starting with Fury. And this is a very similar looking setup for us. We basically just have to get to the HP and take as little damage as possible, which for us involves killing enemies as fast as possible. 4 is a good natural roll there. You want to keep the rolls pretty low. You definitely, with no evens, you want to hit him with the fire damage. I guess you could turn like a 3 into a 2. Then you would hit him for 6, which is pretty good on 3. And then you get another 7 damage. Catch him on that. It was a 34 damage turn 1. So he's on 8. I'm cursed and very slightly poisoned. Basically, I'm like, I'm taunting him. I'm like, you know, I was gonna say, if you're gonna curse me, then curse me. You're dead. We did take 9, which hurts, but it's not the end of the world on that one. So go for the Warlock. Warlock rolls 3 dice. What are your things? Confusion and random statuses. Okay, it's like your dream roll. This one, not so much your dream roll, honestly. With 3 dice, 1 shock isn't that good. Yeah, I mean, 1 shock is actually, I'll say it, it's worth almost nothing. So I think you'd rather turn it into a 4. And then at least you get 4 damage out of it. You should definitely use that. Do we want to auto-roll a 3? I don't think it makes a huge difference. So enemy's on 25 HP. The fact that he rolled 3 odds is a dream come true. Okay. 25 HP. So we know what everything is here, or should at least. These are the only 2 that are busted. Okay, so you are Crystal Sword. You're Nudge. Keep going, okay? That's pretty bad. You could bust. Do you want to auto-roll a 5? I don't think so. I think you take your chances. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. So, auto-rolling a 1 now, I think is pretty solid. Okay. So this is very valuable. You put this in here, this is going to be a lot of damage. I think you can reuse your next piece of equipment, and that's another 15. I can't believe you're not dead. I honestly can't believe you're not dead. That's 2 damage? Okay, we had him. It was a little spiced, but we were only off by 2. Okay, so we got probably fight Singer first and hope that there's an upgrade inside of our shopping kiosk there. Very nice. So you definitely just slot the 3 in there right off the bat. Because we could run into trouble here, I think you take this right off the bat and this right off the bat. You just don't want to run the risk of it becoming a real problem, right? So I think you go straight into this again. You knew there was a risk of that. That was, okay, 27 damage turn 1. You're on 21. Wow, that's lucky. 2 weaken sucks, but... Okay, you're on 21 HP. Certainly not implausible to kill you. So it's 6. We have to play it. 6 and 7, you're on... We need to be able to do 2 damage to you. I think we just got you. Just a quick little mental arithmetic keeps you in the game there. Honestly, Kraken's damage potential is not that high. Just want to see what we got. Okay, restore 10 HP. We actually should buy it. There's really no good reason not to. And anything with a good upgrade target here. Buster Sword does get good. Mechanical Leg's already upgraded. Nudge we could use more often, but... I think Buster Sword is the most likely to succeed here. Juggling Ball doesn't get smaller, it just gets a wider range, so despite it being in our backpack, I don't think it's a great choice. I think a 3 is acceptable to put in there right off the bat. We like to see a lot of... You son of a gun. 30 HP. Okay, we like to see a lot of unused dice to make mechanical legwork. Obviously, in hindsight, we should have used nudge to create an even, and then, you know, hedge your bets a little maybe. Okay, the enemy has 30 HP. So we know this is a 1. We have no idea what this is. It did fit, though. I think you should hedge your bets on this one. While you're blind, you know, what are you supposed to do? It is what it is. I'll auto-roll you. Absolutely gorgeous. I think we're destined for a good chance of victory here. I think we just go straight down. Okay. Madison. You're immune to shock? Is that correct? Not like we ever use that anyway. Immune to freeze, whatever. We don't use that either. Okay, this is fine. I think you go here first, because it's very decent damage. Then here, and toss that in. You're hoping for low rolls on that one, but it is what it is. So we'll just... Okay, it actually turned out very well. They're immune to freeze, but we weren't going to do that anyway. Might as well hit you for 4, and then we'll throw in another 8. That was like a 40 damage turn 1. Enemy is at 27. 27 HP. Okay. Doesn't bother me that much, honestly. 27 HP. There is bust potential. $21. 14. $10. I don't know what we're hoping to roll. Oh, never mind. We had you. That was the easiest fight of my entire life. Hey, anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. We still need to do episode 6 with the robot. Then we can get down with the dirty characters and see how it goes. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. See ya.